Hey, I'm Dale Denman. I'm here with Clay Beck. We did some spraying on his property. Probably started around July. We sprayed approximately 3 times in different areas here to enhance his browse, his brush, and some of the grasses out in his field. And we sprayed a little bit on the beans in the back there to reroute the deer. And I'm here to ask Clay on his observations on how he feels that it worked and what he's seen. And
how it worked? Well, actually, it was pretty phenomenal. From where you started up there in the field before you get into the woods, along the brush there, at the beginning there wasn't a whole lot of deer out there, a whole lot of movement. We sprayed that out there, and I don't know, a week or so later we noticed a bunch more deer coming by, and on the brush line out there you can see where it really, you could tell the growth difference. But then a little bit after that you couldn't tell any growth difference because the deer were eating it so much. But it started bringing them in. I noticed them starting to bed more around the front area there, and all the way up through the woods to the back field. Everywhere that you sprayed, it was just, they just stuck that route the whole way. On the backfield where the beans were sprayed.
that's where we rerouted the deer from going through the beans and around the bean field.
Right.
Okay.
And that section that you sprayed, I don't know, it was like 30, 40 foot path or something like that. Then you skipped the section, then went on to the section, to another section.
Couple rows.
And boy, when we went back out to check, they just hammered right where you sprayed. You could tell the difference, and it just, I mean, they completely annihilated it. And it kept them coming right in, and they stuck around all year. As you can see, they're still sticking around. So I'd say the difference is phenomenal.
Would you say we took some of the impact of the deer going through the field and off of the field and getting them to go around it?
Definitely. You could tell the last couple of years it's pretty much been the same.
Right.
When we did that, it changed it up completely. It rerouted them. It really did an amazing job.
You've been seeing any other wildlife more frequently other than deer?
Yeah, evidently the turkeys like it too. Tons of turkeys come in. Something about it. Got a monster out here somewhere.
Bigfoot, huh?
Well, hopefully we'll snag him up. But yeah, between turkey, deer, it just seems like it just brought everything in, and they're staying. They're not. Usually this has been just kind of a pass through for them between the lake and the back, the big lot. But now they're sticking around, staying around here. So
notice a lot more of your vegetation, your brush and your briars gone, or pretty.
Oh yeah, well, where we sprayed and everything, it's like I said, it just, you could tell the difference. But then a little bit after that, it was like, well, where'd it all go? Well, here they're eating it all, and they really thinned it out.
Really thinned it out. So going to have to add to it to build it back up to get it to where they have a lot of late season feed next year.
So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Do you feel that it was worth the time investment to put it on for the deer and the wildlife?
I mean, it was just one night of taking a stroll and everything around the woods spraying. I mean, it was well worth it. I mean, and as far as the cost or something that's going to be involved with it, it would be 10 times over just goofy attractant stuff and stuff like that. But definitely, I think it's definitely worth using.
Still a lot of deer activity in the area at the moment, I see.
Oh, tons. I mean, usually back in this part of the woods this time of year, it's slim to none. But now, I mean, there are tracks everywhere. I mean, they're sticking around. They're staying bedding in here.
They use it a lot more frequent, and the deer are being a lot more successful at feeding on their browse and stuff.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Definitely.
You can tell a noticeable difference on all your bushes and stuff, how they all been trimmed.
Yeah, what's left of them.
What's left of them.
Yeah, before, like coming through here where we sprayed, I mean, it was shorter. You could barely get through. I mean, they just wiped it out. Really, something in it that works darn good.
So it works real good on enhancing their habitat as far as their feed goes,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that they can find the next best thing to eat, browse on.
Definitely.
That's their job. They can go around, they find the best thing to eat, and then they move to the next best twig, and that's what keeps them coming back. Is they had a successful browse trail, so they want to keep looking for the next best thing to eat. That's their job.
I think they found it here. You could tell with just what's happened this year. I'm looking forward to next year. See what happens.
That's good. Well, Clay, I want to thank you for letting us
yeah.
test on your property.
I can't wait for you to test it next year or this year.
There you go. Thanks for enhancing your wildlife's food supply, and thank you for all that you're doing for them.
Well, happy to help.
Thanks.